Can the world achieve peace through oil? Is Iran holding the world hostage? Hi, my name is Aaron Price, and I'm the director of the film Gas Odyssey. And today, let's explore whether the world can achieve peace through oil and whether Iran is holding the world hostage. In front of me here is a copy of the Quran. Islam is one of the world's great religions. But since the very beginning of Islam, there has been a schism within it over who would control the Islamic world. The Islamic world today is divided into two camps, Sunnis and Shiites. The Sunnis and Shiites are fighting for control of the Middle East and the resources in the Middle East. How can America stay out of this fight? And how can America develop its own resources for the benefit not only of itself, but of other nations around the world? Right here in front of me is a t-shirt. And on this t-shirt is a sketch my father made. Peace oil, oil sands. What is peace oil? Peace oil is oil that we can buy that does not come from a region ripped apart by conflict. Peace oil is oil that does not contribute in any way, shape, or form to the bloodshed we see every night on the television or read about in the morning newspaper. Peace oil is oil from the Bakken in North Dakota, and it is oil in Canada's tar sands. In the 1960s, many idealistic young people struggled for a world of peace and a world of justice. But in order for there to be peace, for there to be justice, our acts must match our thoughts. If you truly want to contribute to peace, then start removing the kindling in the Middle East. The kindling is the West's dependence on oil, imported oil. Look at these dominoes. This domino right here, this is Iran. This domino here is Iraq. Iran borders Iraq. Iraq borders Kuwait. Through Iran's alliance with Iraq, it will be very easy for Iran to knock over Kuwait. By knocking over Kuwait, knock over the other countries in the Persian Gulf. Saudi Arabia borders Kuwait. Just as Saddam Hussein was able to menace Saudi Arabia by taking over Kuwait, so can Iran. And through Kuwait, reach countries such as Bahrain and the United Arab Emirates. Don't be fooled by what you hear, that the main threat to the world's oil supply is from the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. This is false. Iran has the military capability to close the Strait of Hormuz. But the surest way for Iran to gain control of the world's oil supply, and also control in that way of your economy, your life, is not through closing the Strait of Hormuz, but actually seizing physical control of the oil itself. Can it happen? It can happen. Very easily, very quickly. Iran, in the Middle East, has been playing chess, while we, in the United States, and our allies, have been playing checkers. When we invaded Iraq, we believed we were ushering in a new era of democracy. Instead, Iran ushered in a bloody reign of terror. Through roadside bombs and other activities, Iran is responsible for the death of hundreds, if not thousands, of our soldiers. Many veterans today bear on their bodies the marks, the scars of of the bombs that Iran paid its agents to plant in Iraq against our soldiers. Iran was able, through a campaign of terror, to drive us out of Iraq. Right now in the Middle East, our allies are threatened. America is threatened. Every time the price of a barrel of oil goes up $10, and that increase is sustained, the economy loses 100,000 jobs. Every time you go to the pump and pay more for gasoline, that's $1 out of your pocket. $1 that could be spent somewhere else. America needs to realize what is going on in the Middle East, and America needs to act accordingly. There are two paths for America, represented by these two flags. The one path, we continue to ignore the reality that is engulfing the Middle East, and that is changing the world for the worse. The other reality, America stands firm and strong. America builds a Keystone Pipeline. America continues to import tar sands oil from Canada, reducing its dependence on imports from the Middle East. The other reality, America, in a decade, is free of imported oil because its oil comes from Canada, Mexico, and our very own oil fields here. That's the future we want to see, but it's a future that must be backed up by our own commitment to peace and justice, and our own refusal to continue to fund the bloody wars in the Middle East. Peace oil. It's something every American should get behind, because we have to choose. Do we want a future of peace, or do we want a future of war? Thank you.